Hi folks, I've just received delivery of another pair of army boots, so I thought I'd share these with you. These are manufactured by Haix, the German company, although these are actually made in their Croatian factory, for the Royal Netherlands Army. I think that's their official title, but most people might say the Dutch Armed Forces. Just a little bit of a background. I'm not sure if these are still current issue, because I know the forces, the Netherlands Army, is going through a transformation they're calling Project Strong, and that's basically a head-to-toe re-outfitting of their soldiers with the 2019 new camos that they've got, new helmets, etc, etc. I think the rollout is between 2020 and now 2022, and as part of that they're having new boots. But at the same time there was some sort of dispute over supplies of those boots, so I think they were on hold. I'm not sure what brand they were or what make they were, whether that's been resolved, and if somebody's watching this from the Netherlands then maybe they can update that. But anyway, even if they have now new boots, these were the previous model by Haix, made specifically for the Dutch forces. But most of the pictures you see them in, they're in black, where obviously these are in brown. So not quite sure again the situation whether the brown versus the black. And then prior to these they had the black boots by Mindel. So coming to these, yeah, nice pair of boots again, another well manufactured product by Haix. They have a fairly sort of unique lacing system where they have this sort of pull tag, and you can just pull to tighten the laces up. And then what they have at the side, they have an elasticated pocket here, and so you can put the excess. Once you finish that, you can wrap the end of your laces and put them in this excess pocket. Not actually wore these yet, apart from trying them on, and I'll come to the sizing shortly because there's something to be aware of. So you can tuck the laces away, speed lace system, full grain leather, again, Vibram outsole. These got a little bit of wear on because obviously they're not new, they've been issued, but they are grade 1. I'm happy with them for the price. These cost me £34 sterling, which I think is a good price for this quality of boot. What's that? That's about 40 euros, say 42 US dollars, somewhere around that. And then you've got shipping on top of that. You've got the CE ISO markings on the side. They have a sort of, I guess, bumper part here just to avoid wear, made from some sort of plastic. It's a stabilizer here on the cushion system, double stitched in most places. Yeah, nice looking, I think, quality pair of boots, not that heavy. I haven't weighed them. One of the issues, I think, if you wanted a pair of these to be careful about is the sizing. Now these are sized in the monopoint system, and I take a 9 large, and 275 is the equivalent of 9, and it's same B. Now I believe, and I might be wrong, that B is the first letter of the Dutch word for wide fitting. Somebody can correct me on that. I think the Dutch use the word Larsen or Lacen for combat boots. Again, my pronunciation might be way off there. But these have been used, and even if they're not being used now, they have been used until fairly recently, and they might now be being replaced. But as I say, most of the pictures you see of Dutch soldiers, they're actually these in black. So I don't know if some units for some reason were issued in brown. So back to the sizing. Yeah, they fit me, but they're what you would call snug. So although they're 9, let me, as a comparison, I'll just bring into the picture the high liability British Haix boots from the 2013 rollout, and these are 9, again large EU 43s, and they look a lot bigger actually, even though they're Haix. Just the comparison between the two, they look a lot bigger boot. Haix tend to be on the large and the wide side. Now, having said that, I haven't used these yet for any walking. I've only tried them on. I say they do seem to fit. They're a little bit snug. So if you were thinking of buying these, I would take that into consideration. I might have been better off with a larger size of 9.5 if they'd had that in stock, but I don't think they actually did at the time. Now this boot comes in 2 versions. It comes with non-Gore-Tex, which these are, although they've got a cushion lining for comfort, but there's no Gore-Tex. But they also do come with Gore-Tex, and the supplier is selling them for another £10, so you can get a pair of these with Gore-Tex for £44. Something which I thought was quite smart that they did, the supplier, is they sent them in a very nice little linen for a boot bag, and hopefully you can see their name there. I'll just focus on that in case you wanted to contact them. So it's quite clever marketing on their part, and also good customer service. They came very quickly. I was very happy with the speed, and as I say, I was quite surprised and happy to receive just a little bag. So if you are out somewhere and you want to take your boots off if they're muddy or staying somewhere, it'd be nice just to have a little bag to put them in if you're swapping shoes out in a hotel or something like that. So quite nice that. So yeah, they're the Haix Dutch Army combat boots. I'm not sure they're full combat or whether they're more patrol, but I think they are, or were, the main combat boots. As I say, looking at lots of pictures, you can see these in black for the Royal Netherlands Army. They have some vent holes here, obviously to allow the heat out at the top, and obviously all Haix products are well made, tend to last a long time. Trouble getting the insole out, so I'm not going to try and show that. It says double hole frame, not sure what that means, but I couldn't actually get it out very easily. Seems to be, you know, well stuck in. So as usual, I'll try and, given time, put some kilometres on these, and then I'll report back how I feel about them once I've covered sort of 500 or so. And there's a lot in the pipeline to do that for, so it might be a while before I get round to these. So I think for the price, they're a good purchase if you can get them for this sort of grade, and another £10 if you wanted them. You can get them with the Gore-Tex lining. Alright, I hope you found that interesting, and if anybody's watching this from the Netherlands, I'd be interested to know if these still are current, and or whether they're switched to new boots, and be interesting to know which manufacturer that is. Going back, if you look back into history, as I mentioned, these are Haix, and they've been using Haix. Before Haix they were using Mindel, and I think before that, if you go back to like the M90 Dutch Army boot, I think they were Bolter, I think, not sure, and then before that had the model 77 and the model 66, so I'm not sure who manufactured them. But these would be good for general purpose hiking, I believe, and the sole's got a good tread on it as well. Alright folks, you take care out there. Bye for now.